All right, everyone. Well, welcome to Disc 1, Workout 1, chest and back. We're going to work on those two major muscle groups, and we're also going to mix in a little bit of yoga to work on some flexibility, coordination, and balance. Today, you're going to need a lot of the apparatus that we talked about in the equipment video. You will need some dumbbells, you will need some pull-down bands, and you might need some yoga blocks, depending on your current level of yoga flexibility. So, without further ado, let's get to it. All right, here we go. We're going to get started with a little bit of yoga. This is called a sun salutation. The specific purpose of this is to get your body and your muscles warmed up, get the blood flowing, and get you ready for the more intensive exercises that are upcoming. So, the biggest thing you want to do here is breathe. We're holding everything for 5 deep breath counts. You want to focus on keeping your abdomen a little bit taut, not flexed, not clenched. Just keep those muscles engaged. When you're standing up straight, engage your leg muscles and your butt muscles a little bit, and just stay up nice and strong. We're going to start out in mountain pose. Feet together, arms to the side, 5 breaths. Stand up straight, back is tall. You want to feel the air filling your lungs out to the side, not puffing your stomach out. And one more deep breath. Inhale the arms up. Same thing here, eyes forward, legs engaged, back is strong, legs are strong, standing like a mountain. One more deep breath. Now we're going down. Spread the arms. Keep your head up. As you go down, keep your head up. Look at me, look at me, look at me. And at the end, collapse down. Now if you're up here and that's as deep as you can go, don't worry about it. Over time, you will get down deeper. Now one thing that really helped me is you want to make sure when you're doing these yoga poses, don't completely lock your knees out. That's going to keep you from going as deep as you can. You want to keep your legs straight, but you don't want to lock your knees. That's going to let you go a lot deeper into your bend. And even if you want to, when you're down here, bend your knees a little bit. Make sure you feel those hamstrings engaging. And then over time, just work on straightening the legs. One more deep breath. Now we're going to go into a modified lunge. So left leg forward, knee on the ground, hands up in the air. Your back is strong and slightly arched. You should feel this in your glute on the right side. And just breathe. And one more. And we are going to go into plank. So this is basically a push-up starter position, and we're just going to hold it for 5 counts. Make sure your back is straight. Clench your butt muscles a little bit to keep your pelvis from collapsing down, and just hold it right here for 5. And if this is too hard for you, feel free to take it down to the knees. And over time, bring it on up. This is going to engage your core muscles, your trunk muscles, everything you need for stability and strength. And now we're going to go into Cobra. So for Cobra, what you want to do is lie straight down on your stomach, hands by your armpits, collapse your feet, and just push up. Your back is going to arch backwards. If you have lower back problems, this probably won't feel real good. Don't push anything further than it feels comfortable. You don't want to hurt yourself. But I do have a bad lower back, and over time this will help you to strengthen that lower back. So, get a little bit outside of your comfort zone, but not to where you're experiencing pain. Then we're going to exhale back down. Have a little rest here. And exhale, back up into Cobra. Now you want to try and keep your head out from your shoulders, so don't do that. Keep your head up and up tall and strong. 5 breaths. And now we're going to go straight back into downward dog. So feet out in front, or hands out in front of you, like in the push-up position. You can start in your plank, and then we're just going to go straight back to downward dog. And you're going to drive your heels to the floor, hip bones toward the sky, and you want to be pushing away from your hands. This is where that rug on top of the workout flooring really comes in handy, otherwise those might be coming apart. So drive your heels down to the floor, hips toward the sky, drive your chest toward your toes. Let's take 5 deep breaths. Your ears should be in line with your biceps. You don't want to be looking too far up or too far down. Okay, now we're going to come back up into a lunge, but this time we're going to do our right leg forward. We did our left leg last time. So get that right leg out in front, drag that left leg behind, arms at your side, straight up. Now we're going to go back to our standing forward bend. So bring your feet up underneath you. Start low. Keep your knees bent and then just straighten your knees as much as you can. Down and bend. If you're really feeling good or if you're flexible, you can grab behind the ankles, pull them in a little bit. Take 5 breaths. And one more. We're going to come back up to a nice tall mountain pose. So head up first, spread your arms, breathe in, arms up. Strong back, one more breath. Exhale down into mountain. Namaste, prayer pose. One more breath. Okay, we're getting warm now. We're going to start marching in place for 30 seconds. Give yourself little targets. Just bring your knees up, bump them into your hands. Just continuing to get the blood flowing, get things flexible, get things working. Keep breathing. Got 5 more seconds. All right. Now we're going into step jacks. So I'm sure you're familiar with jumping jacks. For phase 1, we're going to start with step jacks. So we're just going to start out to the side. We're going to go 5 left, 5 right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Other way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Other way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Other way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You'll notice arms can go all the way up, arms can go part way up. Do what's comfortable for you in the beginning. All right, let's go. We're gonna get stretched out a little bit. Head roll side to side. So feet shoulder width apart. Drop your chin to your chest. Roll it over to the right. Take a deep breath. Exhale it over to the left. Oh yeah. And inhale it back over to the right. And 4 back to the left. Reach your fingers down toward the floor. Don't shrug your shoulders or you'll ruin the stretch. 5 to the right. And 6. Okay. All right, now we're going to do a chest and back shoulder stretch. So you want to get down to your horse stance. Wide feet, knees a little bit bent. You're going to come up, straight up, and you want to stretch your arms to the side like you're scraping the back of the walls with your knuckles and your shoulders. Let's do it again. Breathe up. Whoa, yeah. Stretch that chest out because we're going to work it. Up and down. Now we're going to go into a topless shoulder stretch. So stay in your horse stance, hands together. Spread them. Palms toward the ceiling, thumbs back. Go as far back as you can. And in. Inhale out. And back in. Last time. Inhale out. And back in. Okay, now we're going to do the standing side stretch. So you want to have your feet, kind of shoulder width apart. Left hand down by your side, right hand up in the air. Kick your right hip out and look up at the eye of the elbow. And breathe. And arms up. Drop your right hand down to your side, kick your hip to the left, out to the other side. Okay, now we're going to do arm circles. 4 phases, 10 seconds each. So here we go. Up to the sides, little circles. And these are going to burn. Breathe, people. And the other way. If you need to relax for a second, go ahead. If you can stick with us, stick with us. Now we're going to turn our fingers down and we're going to make them bigger. And we're going to keep going backwards. And reverse. Okay, shake them out. All right, now we're going to do a little bit of ballistic stretching. That was static stretching where we don't move a whole lot. Now we're going to do ballistic. So what you want to do is get a little walk or a jog in place and just hug and love yourself. One arm up, one arm below. Trust me, it's good for you. You don't want to get hurt when we start bringing it. Okay, we're going to go swimmers. So just like you're swimming, backstroke, right arm, backstroke, right arm, stroke, right arm, backstroke, right arm, and forward stroke, right arm. 3 and 4. Now the left arm, back for 1, 2, 3, and 4, and forward for 1, 2, 3, and 4. All right, now we're doing reachers. So one foot in front of the other, just, a little bit to keep your balance. Hands up in the air, tall and straight. And then bend over slightly, palms to the ceiling. Turn sideways here for you so you can see that. Up high. Bend over, palms to the ceiling. Up high. Bend over, palms to the ceiling. All right, do our shoulder tricep combo stretch. Right arm out in front. Hook it with your left arm. You probably recognize this one from gym class back in the day. I know they had us do this one when I was in school. And breathe. It's on the exhale that your muscles release. If you don't breathe, you don't get the full stretch. And arm up top, grab and pull. And left arm out front and across. And up over top. Okay, last stretch, and then we're going to start getting busy. This one, right hand behind your back. Grab your right wrist with your left hand so you have a chicken wing on the left hand side. Left hand side. Now drop your ear right down to that chicken wing. You're going to feel that right here in your neck and shoulder. And remember to breathe. Now we're going to look down. Look up. Back, forward, and release that side. Now we're going to grab the left wrist with the right hand and get that chicken wing out to the right. Drop the head down and breathe. Look down. Look up. Okay, shake it out. I think we're all stretched out and warmed up. It's time to go. All right, folks, so today is a repeat workout. So we're going to go through a whole set of moves, and then we're going to go back through and we're going to do them all over again. So you're really going to just blast the chest and back today. All of the push-ups in this phase are going to be from your knees. So even if you're feeling pretty good, I wouldn't advise doing anything more extreme because we're going to do a lot of them. Trust me, by the time you get done with this, you will feel like your chest is thoroughly worked out. If you do go through the routine a few times and you're starting to feel stronger, then by all means, start out with a few push-ups not from your knees, or do a few more. You can always vary things to your current level of fitness. And that's the great thing about interval training, is that if you do more reps, then you have less rest time before the next exercise. But if you do fewer reps, then you have more rest time before the next exercise, so you can customize how difficult the routine is. All right, well that's it for the advice. Let's get going. We're going to start out with standard width push-ups. So I like to use the blocks just for a little deeper range of motion. And like I said, phase one, we're going to do everything push-up wise from our knees. So kind of standard width on the push-ups. Get down, make sure you've got a good plank and you're pushing straight down onto your bars. Keep your back end a little tight so you can keep that core straight. And we're going to go 10 times, and then we're going to stop. So 10 regular push-ups. Here we go. That's 5. And 10. You notice I took a little pause on 5 there. You can take those little mid-step breaks if you're feeling tired. Now we're going to go straight to pull-ups, and we're going to do them wide, and we're going to do them in front. So I'm pulling down my bands here. Wide front pull-ups should be wider than your shoulders at the top and at the bottom. If you're using a pull-up bar, that's pretty easy. With the bands, you got to kind of do it yourself. So here we go, 10 reps wide. And you want to really feel your back muscles engaging here. Do these kind of slowly and deliberately. And make sure you feel those back muscles clench when you do the pull down, because that's what we're working toward here. If you want a little more tension, you can sit down lower if you're using the bands, or you can back up. Just get your 10 reps in, keep the hands wide. All right, we're back to push-up land. Military push-ups. So this is going to be your hands in nice and close to each other, and your elbows are going to hug your sides when you go down. Pinch them in tight there. If you can't do that right away, don't worry about it. You'll get there eventually. So here we go, close on the hands. Still using the yoga blocks for a little more range of motion. And again, we're just doing 10 reps and then we're stopping. So Keep those butt muscles a little tight, and there we go. Little mid-set break. Two more. Make sure you maintain that good form throughout if you can. An important note, if you can't get all 10, don't pause the tape. Don't wait until it's done and try and get out your 10 reps. Do however many you can at the first round. Take a little bit more of a rest and get with it on the next time. All right, now we're doing reverse grip chin-ups. So we're going to take our bands and we're going to turn our hands around backwards. So we're going to be using our biceps to pull down. We're going to do 10 reps. And again, make sure you're engaging your back muscles and breathing. There's 5. Two more. All right, good job. All right, we got a little 1-minute break here. Go ahead and towel off, get something to drink if you want to. We're just gonna chill. If you don't need to drink or write down, then I suggest you start moving. Work on your huggers. Do some of those ballistic stretches we learned earlier on. Don't sit down, don't stop moving. As soon as you do, it's hard to get started again. Okay, now we're going to go back to push-up land. This time we're going to do wide fly push-ups. So you got your standard width, you got your wide width. Play with your distance. The wider it is, the tougher it is, but the more you're going to get working in the chest. So here we go, 10 reps. Elbows are going to flare out to the side. Okay, and there's 10. Okay, we're going to do closed grip overhand pull-up. So standard grip on the pull-up bar, and you're going to just keep your hands about thumb distance apart. So with the bars, the bands, I'm going to grab them, keep my hands about that thumb distance, and we're going to do them forward. So here we go, 10 reps. Engage your back muscles. There's 5. Two more. All right, good job, everybody. Okay, now we're going to get into diamond push-ups. No deeper range of motion needed here. What we're going to do here is you can make a diamond out of your hands or make a little heart out of your hands. And you're going to do push-ups from that position. Again, 10 reps from your knees, no more. So down on the ground. If you want to make it a little easier, spread your hands a little wider. The closer they are, the tougher it is. If in the beginning you need to spread them out a little bit, go right ahead. This one, your elbows are going to flare out to the sides. So here we go from the knees. Clench those glute muscles, keep that core straight. Down we go. If you can, touch your chest to your hands when you go down. That's 5. These are tough. If you can't get 10 of these, don't worry about it. and 10. Okay, now we're going to get into weights a little bit. Now we're going to do lawn mowers. So pick a weight. Let's see. We'll go with a 15 here for demonstration. We're going to set that down on the ground. We're going to do, these are called lawn mowers. You're going to get into a lunge with your left leg forward, put your arm across your knee, and then just like we're starting a lawnmower, we're going to reach up and we're going to grab our weight and we're going to pick it up. So just like this. And we're going to do 10 reps of that. That's kind of the magic number here. So do what you can. Let's go. Keep your back straight. Don't arch it, or don't lean forward. Protect your back. There's 7, 8, 9, and 10. All right, other side, other leg. Right leg forward. Elbow on the knee. Weight out to the side. Start that lawnmower. And if you can't go real deep into your lunge at the beginning, don't worry about it. Come up a little bit. Put your hand there. Do lawnmowers like this. Just do your best. Don't worry about anybody else. There we go. There's 10 reps on the lawnmowers. Okay, now we're into another break. So I'll give you about 2 minutes this time. Drink, towel off. Breathe, whatever you need to do. I'm gonna get a little water because I'm working out here, I'm thirsty. Get a little towel action going on here. All right, well, continue to drink and towel off if you need to. I'm gonna get into a little bit of ballistic stretching, so start with some huggers again. Let's go in for some pot stirs. So wide legs, bend over a little bit. You're just going to rotate clock or counterclockwise. You know which way a clock goes by now. And reverse clockwise. And other arm. And reverse it. Now again, if you're feeling wasted, hang out, drink, towel off. Otherwise, get into your stretches. I'd avoid too much of the static stretching, the stuff where we're just, because you don't want to lock up during your workout. You really want to keep moving. So shake it out like a fighter going into the ring, like a swimmer going to the pool. Just keep it loose, keep it open. We got about 30 more seconds. Let me clean up my mess here. Find out what we're doing next. Oh, hey, we're into the second half, so we're doing everything we just did, but we're doing it in a slightly different order. So you'll see, but we're going to start with pull-ups instead of push-ups first, and then go through the whole routine again. So if you made it through the first time, all you got to do is that one more time, and a little more yoga at the end, and you're going to be right there. So without further ado, let's go. We got wide front pull-ups. So again, forward grip. Your arms stay wider than your shoulders at the top and the bottom, and we're going to do 10 reps. Make sure you engage those back muscles. 5. 2 more. All right, that's 10. Now we're back to push-ups, standard width. So use your yoga blocks, use your push-up bars. Don't have to. I like them. More range of motion, lets you go deeper. It's good stuff. Standard width. Don't go too wide or too narrow. You're gonna work too hard. There you go. Keep those glutes tight. Keep that core straight. Let's go. Take a little mid-set break. Two more. All right. Okay, now we're on to reverse grip chin-ups. So, you're gonna turn your grip backwards, pull with your biceps. All right, get set up. One. Two more. All right, good job. If you're feeling wasted, you can always push the pause button and come back. We'll be waiting for you. Okay, now we're back to military push-ups. So again, show elbows, hug your sides. Don't let them flare out. Keep it tight. From your knees, 10 reps. You know the drill by now. Close hand grips. Tight glutes, and here we go. Don't forget to breathe. And 10. Okay, we get another quick break here. We're just going to do about a minute this time. Give you a chance to stretch. Get a sit, towel off. Take a breath if you're tired. Don't sit down. Don't get anything nasty to eat. Alright, we got about 15 more seconds. Okay, now we're going to get into closed grip overhand pull-ups. So hands like this, thumb distance apart, pulling straight down. Get set up. And here we go. 1. Engage those back muscles and breathe. 6. 2 more. All right, good job, everyone. Okay, now we're going to go with some wide fly push-ups. So get your blocks out to the side. Pretty wide here. And then from your knees, get set up. Make sure you're not dipping that spine down. Keep everything up. 10 reps. Two more. Okay, and we're back into lawnmowers. I think last time was a little light for me, so step up and grab the 20 this time. Place that weight on the ground. Start out with left leg forward. Get into a lunge as deep as you're comfortable with. Reach down, grab your weight. Start that lawnmower. Eight. 9, and 10. All right, other side, other leg. Other arm, other everything. And here we go. Two more. Okay, and good tip, whenever you're bent over, picking up weights, don't get up with the weight and put that tension on your back. Drop that weight on the floor, kneel down, pick it up with your legs like you're supposed to. Don't get injured picking up a weight or standing up, that's just embarrassing. Okay, here we are, folks. This is the end. Diamond or heart-to-heart push-ups. From your knees, 10 reps. Remember, widen the hands if you want to make it easier. If you're feeling good and you want to bring them right in together. Elbows flare out to the side. And that's 5. Breathe. And last one. All right, folks, congratulations. That is the end of the regular workout. We are going to go into some cool downs, and then we're going to finish up with a little yoga. It's going to help your back. So let's go into cool downs. Start out with little shakers. Just march or jog in place. Shake your arms out a little bit. Just a little bit of ballistic stretching. Give that a few seconds. And then we're going to go into huggers. I like to give it a little kick during the huggers too sometimes. You don't have to. Helps keep more things moving. Alright folks, don't cop out on the stretch afterwards. You need this to cool down, get your heart rate to slow down, get your breathing back under control. You don't want to just stop and walk away. Okay, we're going to do the standing side stretch again. So left arm, left side, right arm up, leaning sideways, looking to the eye of the elbow. If this is uncomfortable for you, spread the feet a little bit. That'll make it a little easier. Support some weight on your leg down there, that's fine. And keep that hip kicked out. As you're feeling better though, bring those feet in and make a bow out of yourself. Arms up. The other side. I know you're not moving here, but this is still kind of uncomfortable, so make sure you breathe. And arms up. Now we're gonna bend over, stretch out those hamstrings a little bit. So feet wide, arms up in the air, spread them, look up as you come down, and then collapse down. Now there's variations here. You can drop your hands to the floor. You can grab your toes and pull in. You can grab your ankles and pull in. You can cross your arms so they're not touching the floor. Just let gravity do its work for you. Little side to side. Little side to side rock. You should feel those hamstrings engaging. All nice and happy. Okay, drop your hands down to the ground and slowly bend your knees a little bit and just ragdoll it up. There we go. Now for a little bit of gorgeous bonus. This is a lot to do with me. When I got into this, I had some pretty bad back problems that I was dealing with, taking pills at night and lower back pain, all sorts of stuff. So what I started doing was called a moon salutation, and it's a yoga routine specifically designed to work on back strength and flexibility. So that's what we're going to do now, because if your spine starts hurting, if your back starts hurting, then you're going to have a hard time with a lot of these workouts. So we're going to start taking care of that back right from the start. Okay, here's the moon salutation. This is going to be for back strength and flexibility. We're going to start out in mountain pose for 5 breaths. Keep that abdomen engaged. Nice deep breaths, fill in the lungs. You should feel your lungs open out sideways and close back in. One more breath. Inhale the arms up. Now we're going to go standing forward bend, so arms to the side. Keep your head up as you collapse down. Protect your back, and then go all the way down. 5 breaths. Remember, up here is fine. You need to bend your knees a little bit to get down on the top of your feet, and then start working them out straight eventually. So again, you can start here. As long as that's making your quadriceps feel engaged, your hamstrings feel engaged, that's the one, then you're getting the stretch in. Don't lock your knees, so stay in that bend. Okay, now we're going to go into what's called the crouching garland. So just stay with your feet side by side, kneel forward, put your hands on the ground, and look up with your head. And breathe. Okay, and now we're going to go into a lunge again. So we're going to do our left leg forward, knee down and back, and then you're just going to come up. Straight arms into the sky, biceps by the ears. 5 deep breaths. Come down here. Now we're going to go into camel. So you're going to be on your knees. This might be a little tough to begin with. Protect your lower back. Don't go back too far. Don't go back beyond where it's comfortable. What I'm going to do is arms up in the air and arch my back backwards for a 5 count. If that's too much for you, support your lower back with your hands. Bend back as much as is comfortable, no more. And take your 5 breaths that way. If you're feeling good, if you're feeling flexible, then here we go. And then we're going to come down into child's pose. So sit on your heels, rest your forehead on the floor, and put your hands back behind you. And take 5 deep breaths. And from there, we're going into Cobra. So your feet out behind you. Down flat, hands by your armpits, and just come on up. Arch that back. This might feel a little uncomfortable. Try and breathe through it. On the exhales, when your muscles release. What I found out from my own issues is that a lot of back pain has to do with muscles rather than bulging discs or spinal pain, and yoga is very helpful for getting rid of that muscle tension in your lower back. Okay, we're back into child's pose again. Turn sideways so you can see me. 2 more deep breaths. Okay, now we're going to go back into camel again. So Turn sideways for this one. Arms up, arch backwards, or right here, we'll go with the easier one this time, in 5 breaths. Two more. Okay, we're going to go back into our crescent lunge. So we're going to put our right leg forward this time. Get into our nice deep lunge. And come up. Arch your back a little if you can. Keep everything nice and strong. 5 breaths. Now we're going to come down. Going back from where we came. And one more deep breath. And back into our standing garland. So feet on the ground, fairly close together. All the way down. And hands on the floor, head up. One more. Now, you're just going to start straightening your legs, stay bent over, and go into your standing forward bend. You should feel this in your lower back, your hamstrings. Oh, so nice. One more deep breath. Now look up, spread your arm with a strong back, stand up straight. Inhale up to mountain pose. Now exhale your arms down into prayer position or namaste. Nice work, everybody. That's the end of the workout. Hope you had a good time and made it through to the end. If there's some exercises you couldn't do or you couldn't do as many reps as you'd like to, don't worry about it. You've got plenty of opportunities to press the play button again and try it again in the coming weeks. Thanks for joining us today. You all did a great job and I can't wait to see you for the next video.